This is Random Palk with yet another video. This is called Suguro Quest. It's a dice board game style RPG. Figured it'd be interesting to talk about because most of y'all probably never even heard of it. It wasn't released in America, but you can get a ROM of it that's been translated. And you basically create your game, and there are 4 heroes, each with different abilities that you can choose from. I suggest building up the fighter, because he's overall I consider the best one. But yeah, there's the fighter, the dwarf, the elf, which overall the elf probably sucks the most, and the half-elf. Now you really only need to build up 2 of the heroes. I'll explain why later. But yeah, there's the item shop, where you actually buy items you can use to help you in battle. And then there's the tool shop where you upgrade your equipment. But you want to make sure, I suggest building up the, well, actually, it's up to you. We all have our preferences, but overall, I think the fighter becomes the best character in the game. But you need to focus on one hero at a time. But for this review, I'm going to focus on the half-elf. Let's see. Oh yeah, the half-elf uses the bows. Yep, sorry. It took me a minute to remember. Haven't played this game in years. Yeah, basically you want to start off by buying them their basic equipment. I forgot what they come with equipped, but now we have the limbo dogs. Didn't buy a shield, I bought 2 armors instead. So, got kind of distracted by the barking dogs. But yeah, when you click begin quest, you'll see there are 5 different boards. But you can only start with the first one. Every time you beat the bosses of the boards, you can move on to the next one until you get to the final one, the gates. Which, the final boss in that one is nearly impossible. Yeah, once you check your board, you get these little dice helper guys that you can summon. But yeah, it's just a little board game. You roll the dice, you can get items that control your rolls. And when you get to certain points on each board, there are like little story parts. And the only way to build up on this game is to keep going through the boards over and over again. Yeah, that's pretty much what there is to the gameplay, just rolling the dice. Random encounters will pop up as you roll the dice. And in combat, if you have magic, you get magic spells you can cast. And you can always use the call ability to call the little dice helper, which sometimes has special skills, sometimes not. But one thing you gotta be careful of is if you get a low-end dice helper, it could actually end up screwing you. I can see what I get this time. I got dice helper 2. That could be good or bad. Actually worked out on that one. Yeah. But see, sometimes if you get a low one, they'll just completely screw with you. So half the time, I don't even bother calling them until later when I necessarily need them. You get gold and XP, and there's one trick. I should have told you this trick before I got in that fight. Well, the reason why I suggest building up the half-elf first, because there's a kind of healing trick where if you use a bunch of magic to max out your HP at the start of the fight, because there's no HP limit until you reach the maximum of 999. So even at level 1, you can burn a bunch of your stuff by just casting heal, but it gives you such a ridiculous amount of HP. The first couple of boards go by pretty quick if you do this trick. And if you're lucky enough to land on the pools of water, it'll restore health and magic, so... Of course I miss them, but... And if you land on the shield and armor and all that, you can upgrade your gear, getting pluses to it. But yeah. This first board is actually quite easy, especially if you're using someone like the half-elf that can use heal, because as you saw, you can beef up your HP quite considerably. And sometimes the monsters will leave items. But yeah, every time you upgraded my armor, that's nice. And every time you land on that or a shield, you gain bonuses to your armor, like +1, +2, all that stuff. There are some boards where if you use a specific character, you can actually do certain things. But I don't remember which ones those are. And besides, it doesn't really matter. You don't really get much of a difference, except for maybe a different story part on items. Like, if you use the elf on one of the boards, you might get an item that you normally wouldn't get, but the best stuff is the stuff you can buy in the shop. Well, of course, it takes a lot of money to buy the best stuff. Not having much luck on this fight, apparently. Another reason to beef up your HP is because if you get in a situation like this is bad. That would have been very bad because he would have had triple attacks on me, but I won the final toss. Maximum magic dice went up so I could roll a higher number. Yeah, each character has a set number they can roll. And as they level up, their maximum roll could increase as well. We're gonna call the dice guy for this fight. I got a good one. Yeah, the higher dice guys also have a higher roll chance and consistently outroll the others, so if you're lucky enough to get a good dice helper, as you saw, it makes the stuff way easier. Well, I upgraded my shield. I would have rather landed on the magic pond. But all the defense I can get is nice. Alright, now we're about to be on the final leg of this, where we're going to be on the boss. I don't know. I'll see if I can beat him since I haven't been landing on any of those magic ponds. Nah, it's an interesting RPG, worth checking out. I mean, if you like RPGs and you like board games as a kid, or you just wanted something unique, I would definitely say check this one out. I'm having bad luck on this fight, dude. And I got the crappy one. Yeah, every time you get a crappy one and it does something like that, it just leaves you open for a hit. And that's one of the things that makes calling them almost dice shoot, because if you get the wrong helper on the wrong fight, then that will cripple you and you'll lose. Keep finding herbs, that's nice. I can beef up my HP some more. We'll go ahead and use a couple of these herbs to beef up my HP because we're about to be on the boss. As you can see, herbs kind of suck, so you might as well use them anyway. Dogs need to stop barking. I know, I wish I had a studio so I could avoid this kind of nonsense. You know that here? I really wish I had a studio so I could not have all the background noise. Oh well. I may not even be on YouTube long enough to make it that far. It all depends. But anyway, if you like this game or any of my other reviews, even if you haven't checked them out yet, you might want to at least check out some of the decent ones, like my Lunar Eternal Blue review, or my reviews on, it's not really a review of Contra, it's more of a no deaths run attempt. But, I mean, you can check out my other videos. Most of them kind of suck because they were originally made as a joke to lure in trolls. I do have a couple of videos that I've been making that are more serious, like my Contra video, Lunar Eternal Blue review, and my Dragon Warrior 3 review and stuff like that. And I might finish my review of Guardian Legend later on if you've never heard of that. But, yeah, I'm trying to get better quality videos going, but with my limited equipment, it's kind of hard to make the quality good at the moment. And hopefully, eventually, I'll have videos with a lot better commentary, because it's kind of hard to sync a commentary when there are dogs carrying around in the background. But we're going to wrap this review up here in a second. We're going to try the boss. If you can still hear me over the dogs, that is. Unfortunately, this was about the only time I could try to review this morning, so I can't do anything about those idiot dogs right now. I shouldn't have called them that. I apologize. But anyway, it is the first boss of the first level. I think, Orc King or something like that. The Goblin King, yeah. Now, in the boss fights, you almost always want to have a dice helper on the boss fights. Because if you don't, then the boss will consistently screw you over. Because the bosses... I had the maximum dice guy, and he gets knocked out. Now I'm pretty much screwed. See, if you call the dice guy and he gets knocked out, you pretty much just have to wait for him to get back up, otherwise you can't do anything. But on the other hand, if you knock their dice guy out, they're in the same spot, so you could just keep bashing away at them until their dice guy gets back up. So yeah, I mean, sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't. But I should be able to win this one. But yeah, every time you beat a boss, you can move on to the next board. Now you just have to roll to the finish. There you go. And that's pretty much it. You just go through all 5 boards, but the boards get a lot longer and a lot more difficult as you go through them, so you might want to return to previous boards and build up a bit. About the only way I've seen to make it easier is, like I said, use the healing trick. It'll give you a major advantage, but it ain't gonna save you from all the boards. So, this is my review on Suguro Quest. A lot of dog barking, and what can I say? It's just another mess. But if you enjoyed it, subscribe and look at my other videos. If not, well, sorry. Y'all have a good day.